Reading from Proverbs chapter 18, verses 1 and 2. A man who isolates himself seeks his own desire. He rages against wise judgment. A fool has no delight in understanding, but in expressing his own heart. We need to be careful in thinking we're always right about how we feel and how we think. Well, I feel this way. This is how I think, and I know I'm right. By doing that, you won't hear any counsel. You just isolate yourself. And in isolating yourself, you always want to speak what you want to say. You want everybody to listen to your opinion. But you have no desire in listening to maybe the other side of an argument. I know early in our marriage, I would be so busy thinking about how I would reply when my wife and I had a disagreement, or I guess as Christians we'd call it intense fellowship. Well, I wouldn't really be listening to what she had to say. I would be preparing what I wanted to say in return. That's not good communication. It just is foolish, because the fool has no delight in understanding, but just in expressing his own heart. There's so many people, they want you to hear how they feel and what they think, but they have no interest at all in listening to your heart or what you feel. We need to be careful thinking we always know and we're always the one in the right. And notice this, I've known people who take offense when you try to reason with them. You try to say, well, let's think about that. Maybe that person didn't mean to hurt you. Maybe that wasn't an intentional thing that has offended you. And then they get offended and you try to reason with them about their offense. See, if you say that's incorrect thinking, then they're hurt. Well, you won't listen. You just won't listen to what I say. No, you're being defensive. The Bible says we need to realize that we have to be quick to hear, slow to speak, willing to listen to what the other person is saying. And the Bible really talks about being easily offended. The Bible says, great peace have they which love thy law, and nothing shall offend them. If you're always offended and hurt at somebody, they're not the problem. You are. Oh, I just offended you, I'm sure. Because when I disagree, people see it as an attack instead of helpful instruction and get defensive and angry. The Bible says this, they rage against judgment. In other words, when you try to reason with them, they just get angry and see it as an attack. So remember this passage. A fool doesn't delight in understanding, but just in expressing their own opinions. Be quick to listen and slow to just always vent. Realize everybody's not out to destroy you. My mom used to tell me, son, you wouldn't worry about what other people think of you if you realized how seldom they did.